Have you ever felt that there's something deeper, more significant in life inside your soul that you might be unaware of, but you might feel something and you're questioning things? Perhaps I did. I was in that space, and it's a very expansive state. I was in a space in my life where I knew there was something more significant, and I was not feeling content, but I didn't know what, I didn't know why. And I know so many people are walking around out there like saying, like, why am I here? What is my purpose? We get to a point in our lives, maybe we're so busy being parents, raising kids, getting them off to college perhaps, or trying to make sure they're productive members of society. We just get so entangled and wrapped up in everybody else's worlds that we kind of just get pushed back or pushed down. And we, as a sovereign individual, have no clue who we are. I have a story, and I'll share this with you guys, but I want you to stop and feel this. Ask yourself that question. Shut down your eyes and say, who am I? Who am I without any titles? Who am I? Sit there, feel that. See if any feelings come up inside your gut, your intuition. It might not. It might take you a few times to do this. But if you can sit silently and ask yourself that question and allow yourself the time and the space to feel and see if you receive an answer, it might help you to move forward and go deeper and start to dig into what is your purpose here on this earth? What if you've already got married, raised your kids, and now like you might be an empty nester? So like now what? Now what do I do with my life? That was me. I was in that space, and I poured my whole self every minute of every day into my kids and my family life. So me as an individual, my whole sense of self, my whole person was not me as an individual. It was me as a mom, me as a wife, me as the homemaker, me as the business lady, me as the animal lady, me as doing everything for everybody. And I got shoved down so deep inside, I didn't know who I was. And when that time came and those kids grew up and started to move out, I was like, what am I doing? Who am I? Oh my gosh, I know there's something deeper. And I was not feeling content in my heart and my soul. Not at all. It took a lot of deep inner work to start to like unpack all the trauma and the lack of allowing myself to feel for all the years. It took a lot of deep inner work. It happened. It took years. It was hard. It was dark. It was courageous. It was enlightening. And it was so eye-opening. And when we are coming up upon a space of like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm not very happy. I don't know who I am. What do I want? We feel guilt. We feel shame. We feel that's selfish. I should not think about me. I should be thinking about everybody else and all the family members I have to take care of and all the coworkers or my business or whatever it is that you have to take care of. We have the guilt and the shame about spending any time on ourselves and figuring out who we are and what we want. But you know, that's going to take its toll eventually, because you might not feel it now, and hopefully you never feel it, but you might. You might be at a space where you're like, gosh, like she's coming on to something, like something she's saying, I'm feeling it inside. It's resonating with me. And this is your opportunity to sit with yourself and ask yourself the question, who am I? What do I want? Why did I come to this earth? It's such a beautiful question, multiple questions. And in my own space, in my story, my personal journey, I went in deep with some very long, deep breath works and healed traumas, generational trauma, things that I had endured and went through during my life. And as I began to heal in one of the breathwork sessions, I was able to see and know, I have a deep inner knowing what my purpose here on life is. And that is to help humanity to heal, to come back to themselves. And as I got these downloads and felt it and saw it in my breath work, and then when the time was over and we integrated, we talked about it, we thought about it, we felt all the things, I was able to look back at my whole life and see all the steps, all the lessons that I was learning to get to the space of taking me to the point of who I came to this earth to be. It's took 57 years of lessons, and a lot of them falling down on my knees and getting back up. A lot of them are hard. It took me multiple times to learn them, but I am aware of my soul's purpose on this earth, and it feels so amazing. And I was able to quiet my mind and open my heart through journey of healing, through yoga, through breath, through movement, through music. So many things, so many different tools helped me reach this space. And I want to help you. I want to offer you guys the things that helped me. And I want to give back to humanity because I want everybody to feel this amazing. It's possible. It's possible. In my own personal journey, I was at such a deep, dark space 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. So low. I was so low. And now I have like risen and released and surrendered and healed and have become a whole different person. I am not the same person that I was. And that's kind of hard to hear from somebody, because if somebody would have said that to me 3.5 years ago, I'd have been like, what the hell are you even talking about? Like, this is just life. Life is supposed to be hard. Marriage is supposed to be rough. You know, there's ups and downs. Like, it's supposed to be a struggle. Like, if you don't work hard, you're not going to get anything. But I'm here to tell you that is not the truth. That is not the truth. You can find peace. You can find joy in your heart. You can find unconditional love for yourself. When we're able to release and cut those cords of fear, guilt, and shame for choices we've made, words we've said, actions that we've taken, as humans, we're all here learning and we all make mistakes and we all have our skeletons in the closet, right? But the point is to not hold on to that. Release it. Cut those cords. The minute you cut the cords of feeling fear, guilt, and shame, you're going to be freed. It is so beautiful and just like full of bliss. Even going as deep as forgiving someone that might have hurt you, forgiving someone that might have abused you physically, emotionally, verbally, sexually. And the forgiveness is not for that other person, although that's a plus. The forgiveness is for you. It allows you to release energies that are hardened, trapped, engaged in just tension. You don't even know why. Like, you might just be walking around like all the time, and it's hard for you to have fun. It's hard for you to smile. It's hard for you to just relax. It's hard for you to enjoy yourself. It's hard for you to not fully be so hard on yourself and not allow yourself to have love, care, like almost as if you feel you don't deserve it because something might have happened to you, or something might have been said, or something might have been done, and it's still all boiling up inside you. I want to offer you the space to heal that, because if you can get to the point of healing and releasing, you are going to be in a beautiful, pain-free, stress-free, beautiful, blissful world. I've been there, I've done that. I have felt all those things. It takes so much hard work. You know, I want to say blood, sweat, and tears, but for me, like, there was no blood, but there was sweat, there was tears. There's going back into the past, like down the tunnel of deep, deep, dark secrets that got buried down, like into childhood. And this coincides with the generational trauma video that I have up on my channel, because things might have happened back to our ancestors that are passed down to us unknowingly in our subconscious that we aren't aware of, but we have certain patterns. We do things the way we do because of the generational trauma. So if you can get into the space where you're able to think about healing the generational trauma, thinking of yourself as a child, healing your inner child. Like I said in my other videos, I never knew what an inner child was. And now it is like so spectacular to know and to have been able to heal the inner child, because the traumas that we endure as children stick with us. We don't know when we're like up to 7 years old, we're getting trauma and things are happening and we're just little kids and we don't know, but it's getting stuck at a cellular level. And then as we grow, it comes out in certain ways, and it's heavy and the vibration is low, and it makes you do things and say things and become a person that isn't truly you. That isn't who you and your soul came to this earth to be. And you can start peeling the layers and chipping away at the traumas, the shadows, the guilt, the shame, the fear. You're going to be heading to a beautiful space. I was able to do this, like I said, through breath work, through some seminars with beautiful energies, music, yoga. I myself didn't have to take the journey of plant medicine or ayahuasca. I never felt called to do that. I was able to go in deep and battle my demons and face everything that I did not want to face for the first 54 years of my life. And it's changed me. I basically cannot wipe the smile off my face ever. I'm living my best life. I am filled with love and light and peace and joy, and I have no stresses, and I don't worry about anything. I just surrender, okay, well, it is what it is. I've learned to let go of control, which is hard for a lot of us, because we have an idea, we have expectations, and we're going to go this until we get to that space, and then it doesn't work, and then we're mad. But you know what? That might not have been your space. The universe is honoring you and protecting you because something that you had expectations on and think that you wanted and was perfect for your life, well, that might not have been what is going to set you up to be your highest self. So the universe didn't allow that to happen. And once you can think about that and feel that and surrender to that, it takes so much of the weight off your shoulders, so much. It's well, what it is, it is. If it wasn't meant to be, it's not meant to be. If it is meant to be, beautiful. And a way I can tell when things are meant or not meant for me is by feeling with my intuition into my heart and my body, my soul. If something is expanding my heart and it feels good, if it feels good, it's God. It's God, source, universe working in your favor. It's a yes for me. if it's contracting my heart and it doesn't feel good and I have to really think about it and try to force myself to go through with it or say yes, that's not God, universe, source. That's a no. That's putting up boundaries and honoring who you are, you as a sovereign individual. It is possible. I'm here with my personal story to share with you, speaking the truth, because everything I say is truth, and it might be hard to hear and it might sound woo-woo, and you might not be in a point in your life where you're even ready to hear that. But if you got to this channel and you're listening to me, I feel that God, source, universe, however you choose to title that, the higher power, has sent you here. I can help you. I can guide you. I honor you for being here. And this channel, I say this with Love 33, is a space of love and light. It's a safe place. It's a place to speak what you need to speak. It's a place to get the words out, open up our throat chakra. My throat chakra was closed for 54 years of my life. When you're able to say things out loud, it releases energies. It brings a lightness. It brings a sense of relief. It starts movement. Years back, when I was in a very unhappy space with myself, I wasn't happy and I was unable to acknowledge that or admit that to myself. So this story of mine, this is deep. This is deep. So 3.5 years ago, when I started on my journey of healing, I was unhappy and discontent within myself, which obviously made me unhappy and discontent in my marriage. I was married for almost 40 years. I was dead inside. I was just completely dead. And we had grown separate, apart. We were not on the same page at all. But I, unable to admit that, just like put a smile on my face and went on each day. And I'm like, I took vows, I have to do this. Like, I cannot be here because I have kids, I have houses, I have cars, I have businesses, I have all the things that are intertwined, and it's just too much to think about to like unfray it. It's too hard. What would I do like with all the accounts? What would I do with all the friends? Like all the things that don't matter and don't bring you peace and contentment or happiness in your heart. And I know that because that was me. You can have every material thing in the world, but if you are not content and happy and filled in your heart and have peace in your heart, it doesn't matter. But anyway, I finally got to my very, very, very rock bottom. And one day driving to work, I was starting to pray. And I was like, God, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not happy with my husband. And at that point, I was a victim in my life. I wasn't knowledgeable that it was within me. So I was in victim mode, blaming him for my unhappiness. So I'm like, God, I'm unhappy. I don't know what to do. I just give it to you. I'm just throwing up my hands and surrendering it to you. And that felt so good to say those words out loud in my car. Nobody was in my car except for me. But it was such a release, so beautiful. I felt lighter. The next day I'm driving to work and I did a lot of thinking and a lot of deep self-reflection during that day and at work and all the things. The next day I said out loud in my car, and this is a big one. I said, I want a divorce. And then I said, oh, did I just say that? Did those words come out of my mouth? I never even mentioned the word divorce. I never even said divorce in the 40 years that I was with this man, because I didn't mess around and play around, because I took vows and I was serious. And for me to say I want a divorce out loud was so, I don't know what to say. It was so big. It was so big. It was so healing. It was the beginning of regaining control and understanding that I have the power to create my life. I'm not a victim. I am a creator. It didn't happen in 1 minute. It took time. It took healing. It took breath work. It took journeying into the deep, dark depths of my soul to figure this all out. And I'm here to share it with you guys that it can happen. We are creators of our life. We are not victims of our life. The people we choose to be with, our significant others, friends, like they're all mirrors for us. And as we blame, like, well, you did this to me and you did that and you did this and you said that and blah, 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 you know, it's just mirroring back to ourselves what we are putting out into the world. And that was a hard pill to swallow as well. Yes, I take full responsibility for my words, my actions, my things that I didn't understand, but I just thought I was going on day by day trying to take care of everybody. But essentially I was just like shoving everybody down to not allow themselves to be the creators of their life. It's a hard place to be, but you know, here's the truth. You have everything already inside you to create the life you want. As I sit here and think about my life and my journey in the last 3.5 years, I have manifested everything that I have wanted. It's powerful. It's so powerful. I offer you guys the space of healing. If you are on the path of wanting to figure out who you are, I need something more in my life. I'm not happy. You have the power to make choices. Life is a choice. And yeah, it might hurt, but we have to go through the darkness and the hurt to get up to the light. And I am living proof of that. Been there, done that. I kind of feel like I've been saying that a lot lately in these videos. But anyway, I offer you love and light and peace. I thank you for visiting my channel. I say this with love 33. Please leave a comment in the comment section. If you have questions, concerns, comments, I'm more than willing to help you. This is a safe space. Please do not hold back. If you have something you want to say, something you want to get off your chest, something you need help to start moving through, this is your space. Thank you. Hit the like button and subscribe. Namaste.